To draw Pan de Muertos, or bread of the dead, which is a thing they do in Mexico for the Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead. It seems a really simple thing. It's a really simple shape, but quite hard to achieve. So draw like a dome like that, and draw it very gently in pencil, because we're going to ink over this and erase it later. And if you press too hard, you're not going to be able to get rid of the pencil lines. And then draw a shallower curve down there like that. And then we'll bring these two together with a curve. And that will give you that kind of bread kind of look. Now on the top we want a blob. And we're going to want these kind of octopus legs coming down and down, and maybe a little blob. So 1, 2, a little blob like that. And then we're going to want them 1, 2 on the other side. Now we can ink this in. When you draw something like this, you need to think about what's the nearest thing to you. And it's going to be these bits on the top, which kind of, I was going to say they dribble down the side, but they don't. They sort of flow down the side, and they flow out from this blob on the top. So we want it, and of course, you know, each one is going to be different because they're all sort of made by hand. And then when they go in the oven, then the baking makes it do different things. And then we can draw the blob on the top like that. Then we can draw the bread underneath, so it's kind of a round loaf like that. And then we're going to want these blobs on the top, which are going off on the other side, but they're disappearing behind it, aren't they, like that. Now I'm going to just draw this in to give me a guide for the shadow as well, like that. And I'm going to draw the shadow in now before I erase the pencil, because I want the pencil there as a kind of a guide for where the shadow is going to go. And this is called hatching. So I'm just going to hatch these lines in. And it means, I mean, I could do the shadow, I could get a paintbrush and just paint it black, but that would be a very hard shadow, and that would be a kind of shadow that you would get at night with like a torch right above it, something like that, casting a very hard shadow. But this is, I'm going to cross hatch this now, but this is, I want a softer kind of shadow, and I want it to not have a hard edge. And by doing it this way, you get a tone. You get the effect of a tone, i.e. grey, but it's done in black lines on white paper. So the eye thinks that it's grey rather than black. And also it means that you get a softer edge because there aren't any hard lines to it. Now, when you are absolutely sure that the ink is dry, then you can erase those pencil lines, and everyone will go, whoa, how did you draw that? That's so perfect. And then let's give a bit more shading. So I'm going to just do dots up there, and then these are going to get a bit bigger as we come around. I'm not touching the line at the bottom, okay? So this is called ambient lighting. So the tablecloth or the table or whatever it is reflecting light up onto the underneath of the bread there. So it's not dark all the way down to the bottom. And then we're going to want some shading around here. So I've got the lighting sort of coming that way. So I'm going to do this like this. So small, bigger, 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 small, small. And here this is going to be, it gets sort of bigger, but it gets thinner. These lines get shorter, making it look a bit thinner as you get to the end there like that. We're going to want some shading in there. And then that's going to need shading up at the top. And we're going to want shading around there to give, that gives sort of curvature and a feeling of shape to these blobby bits, which I'm not sure what they're a cross of some sort, aren't they? I think. Now this is where there is actually going to be shadow cast by these blobby bits. Okay, so you can do this like that, and they're going to get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and stop about there. And again, we're going to get some on the other side here, which is a bit harder to draw, I think, just to flick those in there like that. And we might need to put a line in there to show that it's sitting on the table. And there you go. Maybe we put some little crusty marks around like that. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Come back again and draw stuff real easy.